Thanks. Thanks. Well, I got a few more for you, if that's cool. I hope that's all right. I know it's a school night. So this song, I'll preface this. I have not played this song in a long time, what I'm about to play for you, but last night we were in Danbury, Connecticut, which is just one of my favorite places to play, and it's the community right next to it is Sandy Hook, where the big elementary school thing happened, and which is just heartbreaking. And somebody came up to me after our show last night and said that they go to this big Catholic church there, and said like 9 of the funerals were at their church, just heavy, and the choir sang in a lot of those funerals, and he's in the choir. And he said afterwards, he said he wished they had this song, and so they now sing a version of the song, which I think is amazing, that choir. But it reminded me that this this song was actually on a record that my friend Andrew Peterson released years ago. He and I wrote the song together, and his record came out on September 11th, 2001. And so, as you can guess, that sort of overshadowed. Well, wait, no, I'm telling the story wrong. So he had a record that came out on September 11th. And so he was on like the big morning radio show. There's like some syndicated radio thing that is like on all the stations across America, you know, and he was the guest that morning and just happened to be, and so this thing happens, and he's the one they're all listening to. And so this past September 11th, on his Facebook page, people started writing about how they remembered hearing this song that day, and how much they loved it and how meaningful it was that day. And like hundreds of people wrote this. And he very kindly like sort of tagged me on it so I could see this. And we were just like, I called him like, dude, this is insane. This is amazing. The main reason this is insane is that song wasn't on that record. That song was on a record that came out 2 years later. That song hadn't been written yet. But which is just strange. But that so many people would then associate hearing that song with that day, which when you start writing songs, like you never, ever in a million years dreamed that something like that could happen, that people would change their memories so that they can have your song when they need it, you know? And that's so a gift from the Lord. That has nothing to do with any person. It's just, you just happen to be the guy that got to be a part of it. But I thought, man, I want to play this song. So this is called After the Last Tear Falls. After the last tear falls, after the last secret's told, after the last bullet tears through flesh and bone, after the last child starves and the last girl walks the boulevard, after the last year that's just too hard, there is love, 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 love. There is love, 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 love. There is love. After the last disgrace, after the last lie to save some face, after the last last brutal jab from a poisoned tongue, after the last dirty politician, after the last meal down at the mission, after the last lonely night in prison, there is love, 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 love. There is love. And in the end is oceans and oceans of love. tears that have fallen were caught in the palms of the giver of love and the lover of all. We'll look back on these tears as old tales. After the last plan fails, after the last siren wails, after the last young husband sails off to join the war, after the last this marriage is over, after the last young girl's innocence is stolen, after the last years of silence that won't let a heart open, there is love, 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 love. There is love, 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 love. There is love. And in the end is oceans and oceans of love and love again. We'll see how the tears that have fallen were caught in the palms of the giver of love and the lover of all. We'll look back on these tears as old tales. 'Cause after the last tear falls, there is love. Oh, after the last tear falls, there is love. There is love, 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 love. There is love. Thanks.